Do you have a coming out story? How did you know? How did you first? How did you even know? You know, yeah.
Well, as kids, you don't really think about it. It's not until people point it out to you that some of us are more effeminate than others. And I was very effeminate. I was a flamenco dancer. My hands they spoke everything for me. So I was always locked. Otherwise, you could definitely see something was not I was not like the other boys. My interests were not like the other boys, and it really was around middle school where I really kind of came to terms with the fact that okay, I you know my attraction is to the boys in school versus the girls, but it was one of those things that I never tried to pursue. It wasn't until I think my junior year of high school that I really said okay, and it was me falling for my best friend and my best friend falling for me, and
Mm.
that small coming together, and then being a couple in high school, and that's pretty much once that relationship was established, then I came out per
Oh,
se.
okay. Oh, so let me ask you. So, for one, when you said that you had more of an attraction, did you ever dip into the lady porn? I always like to ask the gays that.
It just never was one of those things that
Okay.
it just I tried seeing if there was any kind of thing, but it was like no, I just feel like we'd be great friends. Type of situation. Like I'll be your best friend all day, all night. But feeling attraction,
Right.
that
It
wasn't
was
there. But feeling
right.
loneliness, feeling a fondness, feeling a sense of deep love, admiration, and an appreciation of beauty. But there was no sexual attraction in that sense.
Duly noted. And so when you said that, you and your best friend had mutual feelings for each other, I mean, did you ever consider like the risk it would, because sometimes when you dating a best friend, that can really, you know, it could kind of be messy, So did that
Yeah.
happen for you? Yeah.
Well, what he's actually still my best friend to today.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah. So we kind of talk to each other, and the one thing that we always wanted to maintain was that sense of friendship because
Yes.
he became the one person that I could tell anything to, and vice versa. And we kind of really just told each other that if we knew that it wouldn't work out, to if we could salvage that, that was the core basis of what mattered most is having that bond, that closeness, and that friendship. Just like my with my family, I did take time apart. We did grow, apart, but life tends to bring people who are meant to be around each other into each other's stratospheres, and it's been over God, like almost 25 years. It makes me feel
Wow.
old. But yeah, so he's still to today the closest person in my entire life.
Nice. I love that. And so you said that y'all had a relationship prior to you coming out. So what was that? What did that look like to you? Like, can you give us walk us through
Well,
that?
just like all the boys in high school, freshman year, he thought that he was going to kind of just pick on me. But by then, I was a pardon my language, but like give no shits, give no fucks, and
Mhm.
I try. I'm one of five boys. I will whip your ass as
Oh,
a
don't get it
five
twisted.
six
Yeah,
100 pound soaking wet little Latin boy.
don't let it fool you.
Flamingo. Just
Yeah.
I was still gonna whip you because I grew up in very tough places and I knew how to handle my business.
Yeah, you had hands. Yeah,
so
you had hands.
so that and I grew up with a sense of sass. Like nobody's going to disrespect me. The what I saw in movies as far as the getting bullied, that was not going to be me. I was if
Mhm.
I was going to be the rebel that was going to change the system. And luckily, my school didn't really. We didn't have like that jock nerd kind of mentality. We were all just kind of communing together, and like everyone was a part of it, a little bit of everything. And that was our school, our year, at least our high school year. We were very different. we cared more about our studies, getting our GPAs, getting the hell up out of that school, and just living our lives.
Mm,
So
right. And so I'm glad that there was no static, so to speak.
yeah, I feel like I skipped all the norms of being a homosexual or all the troubles because I just was like, try it and you'll find out. Um, you respect me like I respect you, and go about your business. If you don't like what you see, just keep moving, as
Right.
I will do myself. And
Yes.
that kind of worked out for me. Plus, I was friends with all the popular girls in school.
Mm.
No man was going to try it with me because I knew that they would never get no dates. I controlled the dating scene in high school, so
Got it.
uh, that was my arena. Like the girls, I was like, nope, not that one. He's our jerk.
Uh, so you knew what you wanted. So speaking of that, like, what are your preferences? What do you want in a mate, in a person?
Someone who can make me laugh. That's like number one, and somebody who I can communicate with. Um, somebody who I can trust. Somebody I can, equal parts be at home, but be adventurous.
Yes.
Somebody who has goals for themselves and just
Mhm.
wants to be an extension of my happiness and not the reason for my happiness.
Mm. Yeah, say that one more time for the people in the back, please.
I want somebody who's going to be who wants to be an extension of my happiness and not the reason for my happiness.
That's so important. That's why I want you to repeat that. That is so important because I think we miss that. No, a lot of us miss that. When we in relationships, we're so focused on making the other person happy. I just want to
That
make
you
you happy.
forget who you are, what you want, and
Right.
and
No. Right.
there's
That's
certain compromises that are beautiful, and there's certain compromises that are damaging for
mm,
both sense of self, the mental and physical well being. So a person should never complete you.
yes. I agree. And so now did you find that person yet? Are you still searching? Are you still dating?
I'm still looking for the right credit score to come along.
Mm.
No, at this point in my life, I'm focusing on what makes me happy, my career, pageants, and getting what I really want out of life. If a relationship happens, it'll come along, and I want it to come along organically,
Yes.
versus seeing out there and searching. Because I feel like at this point now, it's uh, like a job interview, and nobody got time for that.
Mm.
You hiring? Hire me. If it works, then it works. There shouldn't be all this
Uh,
searching and searching and searching.
right, right.
Financially, my heart is full, just as it is.
Okay.
So, but if it happens, then I'm all for it. And I'm old fashioned, so I'm like, court me. Like,
Yes.
do the whole shebang. I want the notebook experience. I know that that's very
No,
dramatic, but
no, I get it. I get it. No, I
but
mean,
I want somebody who's, going to be there with me, and like we get to experience and build a life. That's what I want.
yes, and we want that for you too. Yes, yes,
Thank
we
you.
want that for you too. But in the meantime, there's nothing more, like I said, it's just enjoying the dating life, just getting to know different people because that's where it starts too, just, no ties, yet, you just
It's a
go
lot
enjoy.
harder for community now, though.
It is hard. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
social media has definitely ruined a lot of the social interactions that we used to have and cherish and don't really think much about anymore.
Oh, and okay, so I get your point, but can you elaborate on why you feel that way?
Because men, boys, y'all need to learn how to communicate. Y'all are so you're different people on the end of a screen or an end of a computer than you are in person. People are afraid to talk to people. People are afraid to get to know people. Um, we've built these lives and these characters on social media and these presences to make everyone look the best that they can possibly be. But at the end of the day, we have our good, we have our bad, and nobody celebrates the bad, and so nobody
Mm,
posts really the bad. Um,
right.
but we've lost that sense of connection that is, I feel like, so pivotal, uh, especially I don't know about you, but I remember going out to the club. I remember dancing all night long. I remember you
Mhm.
just you bop into the person next to you, and hey, that may be the one for the day. It might be the one for life. You never know. But you have those experiences, and I feel like the bars and everything, it's not the same. Everyone's on their phones. Everyone's taking pictures and
True.
not living,
Yes.
not dancing, not enjoying. They're just creating false or not. They're just not in the moment. And I
Right.
want you to
Yes.
be the present with me. Put down your phone. I hate
Yes.
having my phone um, on me. When I'm at home, it is put away. I'm one of the hardest people to get a hold of because I just don't like being on it. Um, I carry it around because for emergencies. That's why I pay
Right.
that bill. When the 911 needs to be hit, I want to make sure that I have that phone fully charged. But but besides that, I like living life, and
Yeah.
people forget we lived a whole life without all this technology before.
True. True. Because nowadays everybody feel like you can build a relationship through texting, and
Yeah,
that's
it's
not the way
not
it
real.
works.
You
Can't
don't
do
get
it.
the feelings. You won't
Yeah,
get my
no,
sarcasm through
there's
the
no
text
connection.
message
Right.
unless I give you
Yeah,
emoji.
there's no connection. There's no connection. You're not gonna be able to have those moments with each other, there's no
Especially if the
intimacy.
autocorrect messes up the speech.
Yeah, right. I mean, you can't get there's no sense of intimacy. There's no sense of connection at all. Like, you
Yeah,
have
so
to.
we've
Yeah.
become a little bit colder and a little bit more desensitized to
Mhm.
the sense of romance, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's where my heart lives. I love a good old fashioned romance.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So yeah, but I mean, people are listening. You never know who's watching, Victoria. You never know. Your soulmate might be watching, so you just never know. Your person may be
I'm
right out
ready to
there.
hurry the
Yes.
hell up. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to getting into this because I mean we got into the whole idea of dating and how it is right now navigating in the community with the LGBT community, how what it's like for you and your perspective on that. So I want to play this video, and I mean, let me make sure I put up my fair use. So I want to put up this video, and I don't know if you saw EJ Johnson's interview with Carlos King, and he was talking about him preference for straight men, him being a gay man and his preference for straight men. And I really wanted to say this for you, and I wanted to get your reaction to
Okay.
that, because I mean it's because I'm learning it's still a lot, because I'm thinking, well, in my mind, I'm like, okay, if you're saying that you have a preference for straight men, I'm like, what type of straight man are you dealing with? Are they bisexual? Are they also gay? I know there's some men who are fluid. There are straight men who are fluid.
Mhm.
They want to explore that. Um, so I just want to get your take on that, because, like I said, maybe it's something I'm missing, because unless he's talking about those who are on the DL, who,
Uh-huh.
and he doesn't, mind those type of straight men who are not, forward with who they are. But then is that something that you're willing to participating in that type of situation? Like, are you, are you okay with that? So that's the thing. I just
For
wanted to
me,
kind of
I would
take.
never want to be hidden in the dark.
Right.
I
Yeah.
want you to hold my hand out in public. And I don't want you to fear or be afraid to love me in front of anybody,
Mm,
because my love is eternal. My love is strong. My love is unyielding, and I want that in return. So I don't think I could be with somebody like that.
yeah. So let me get you. It's gonna be like faster speed. You
Hmm.
know. Let me see. Let me keep this up. And so and then whenever you want me to if there's any time you want me to pause to add your perspective on something, let me know as well.
Okay.
All righty.
Are you dating now? I am outside. Definitely outside. I had to get a little more serious though, I think, in this new year for sure. I think before I was kind of just like enjoying myself and kind of just like dating to date, but now I'm being much more strategic about it. And it's like, if we're not actually going to enter into a relationship, then,
I'm not
and I
getting
think
any
that's where you have to put
sound.
the boundaries up with the so-called straight guys, because they'll just try to like put you off to the side or like keep you in the dark. And like, I'm not living in the shadows anymore.
Have you ever dated somebody that was DL?
Sure, for sure. I think at the time it's just like you just are like, oh well, I'm just trying to be respectful, but really you're not doing yourself any respect.
Were they married?
No, I've never dated a married man or anybody in a relationship.
Okay.
It's just like they just weren't ready to come to terms with whatever they were
Yeah, for some
doing. But
reason,
that
I
doesn't mean I don't
can't
need you
hear
to
it
come out
on
or
my
anything, but
end.
it's like I'm not gonna be
Okay.
hidden. So
You want me to slow it down? You need me to slow it down, Victoria?
We can see if that maybe makes the sound come on because
Oh,
when
you
you
said,
put
you said the volume. You can't hear it.
yeah.
Okay, let me see if because I don't know. I have it up. Let me see. All right, got it at. I know I got it at the highest. So let me see. Let me also let me maybe listen to speed a little bit. Okay, let's try now.
there's that, and just having that self-respect and just knowing that. But it's made everything a lot easier, for sure.
Have you ever been in love?
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel like
I'm
probably at the
sorry,
time
I'm
I
not
thought so,
getting
but
any
not like
sound.
now that I'm actually like emotionally available and
Oh, you still can't hear it?
No.
Oh, really? Oh, yes. I tried to put the mic on the speaker. Trying to see. Oh, you didn't hear it at all?
No.
Hmm. Oh goodness. Because I really wanted your take on this. Okay. Yes, I was trying to put like the speaker like on the on the microphone. I tried to is it
Yeah, but I feel like when it comes to anyone's sexuality, I don't I try not to think of putting a label. I think it's just from my upbringing, and my mom just always saying, it doesn't matter what a person is as long as they live their life and they're being good people and kind to others. And who you love is who you love. And then I think as a person, you can fall in love with anybody. Really, I would never ever in my life think that I could never fall in love with a woman and find more of an emotional connection that would possibly lead to something else. Um, but you know, we as people are, we have our natural attractions and things of that nature. So I try not to rule that out. I think um, straight men and a lot of gay men in general have the sense of what is masculinity and being super masculine, or and in the gay community, like they call it, mask for mask, uh,
Mm.
and the thought of femininity as a negative in that sense. It's kind of puzzling to me,
Okay.
just due to the fact that being raised by primarily women, strong, independent women, they taught me what it was to be a man, to handle my business, to be able to provide, to be able to teach and learn and grow, and and be able to pass that on. I feel like that is what a man or any adult should be, and someone who handles their business, who takes care of their families, who um, contributes to society. Um, but it's still being a good person. Like all
Right.
those things are being a man. All those things are also masculine. But I embrace my femininity. I embrace my masculinity. I embrace me being a well-rounded, full person. And I feel like if we kind of stopped caring so much about those barriers and those thought processes, people will find more in common with each other.
Yeah, okay, and well said. But God, I wish you could have heard because I know somebody else said they couldn't hear anything either. You couldn't hear anything at all? Nothing?
No,
Wow,
and I
that's
was
crazy.
trying. Like you said, we
Yeah,
just
I know.
switching my mind, see if I could hear
Oh,
anything.
I'm so sorry. I am so
But it's
sorry. I
something
really
we would look
appreciate
up.
it.
So, and
Yeah, yeah,
maybe if we have another one, that we can go
yes,
back and talk
absolutely.
about it.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that you'll be back. Okay.